Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Yeah, we back, baby.
About to kick it off to get us underway.
After work action.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
I got guys already starting off tired. Last game I played, my offense, everybody on my offense was cooked. Everyone.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back and they get after quarterbacks.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll try it again. And he's not going to get there.
Good start.
The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Good start, good start.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and
A
out.
safety?
Not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. On the move from inside his 40. Man, oh man, did that team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while.
Look, my receiver already tired. Oh, you just safety, nah. Almost.
Position, starting the drive with a 1st and goal. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short game.
I think tackling is about effort.
Running back already tired. Like, this is crazy.
How much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put
if you pass, but he ran a ball, which was, I get it.
They had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's
Yeah, my backs are already tired. Like the last couple of games, they just started off in the red. I don't understand.
It was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
I might have to run this game with like only my 2nd and 3rd back. I don't even know my starter is going to hang the rest of the game or not.
Room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him get to the quarterback.
Ryan Huntley entered himself into the Heisman race last week.
On the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They're setting up the screen. And he was able to get away from one
tackle, bro.
Plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, told my man get his weight up. Man, that's fine. They had some dogs, some other dogs waiting.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always...
There's already increased chance of injury.
Football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision
I think McCallum, that's the dude me and Mello was in a tight race for recruiting last season.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff. And
got enough space. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
Same thing to the other side.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game?
Play action here.
Reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on second down.
Good hit.
This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge
Man, hit him with the right fist.
And the offense clearly.
My man used the right arm and clubbed the shit out of the homeboy.
We want to be aggressive, and I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught downfield. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Good conversion right there. I gotta stick with my dude.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 35, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop
going crazy.
after the sweet run and good gain.
Georgia 14, Missouri 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Tackle.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of
Pick
the
six.
toughest games
Pick six,
to
pick
date
six.
for both of these programs.
Can I get a pick six?
So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's
Can I get a pick
mentally and
six?
emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game
Nope.
as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nope.
This
Can't
first
get it.
half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. They'll run it to the right. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll go to the ground. There to stop
Thank
him
you.
after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like
Why are you
a boxer
injured,
in
bro?
a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but
Why are you
these are
getting
body blows.
tired?
And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quarterback checking the play. From the gun on third down. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
All right.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching
go, let's
it in
go.
for a touchdown.
I get a kick this time. What's up?
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They think there's room to run to the right here. At the 35, he's open.
Take it.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there.
Well, you got a little bit of speed.
Well, they've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Unloads to the right and wings it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved.
Got to get home
in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And the defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is doing.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
We're only in the first half. Already this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action. Coming after him. Working on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win.
Use it at a little bit.
I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
A little quicker.
You got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
You're not offside?
Leaves it with the back.
Yes, he wasn't offside.
Up the middle is stuck for no gain.
No gain on the play.
He went outside.
Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on third down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate
going for that big hit and make the tackle, man.
Before going into halftime.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Cooked.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10.
Yeah, he was cooked right off the line.
So they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive play.
Right off the
They've
line.
been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Pulls it in. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. Now improvising. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll have just enough time to get
my kicker like that.
Before the half. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime updates. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Line is set on third down. Now the play fake. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that
Good
one.
4 yards.
His way up to the 42.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Leaves it with the running back.
Wow.
Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Yeah.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cricket!
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here.
Middle.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 6 over Michigan State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. The ball's free.
Oh, wow.
The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Wow.
Touchdown, Missouri.
That was a fumble?
Don't just get the ball, score with
Did
the
he
ball.
even catch the ball?
The defense striking with a scoop and
Wow.
score touchdown.
Okay.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit. The ball pops out. More guys swarming to the football. Great effort. Scoop that thing up. Now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player. Give me that 6.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bad isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
Ran through the
Well, get that first.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Wilkins. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. The Bulldogs have enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Dogs have this offense rolling. Defense wants to bring the heat.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 35, Missouri 28.
First down to start the drive after the break. The running back has it. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After run, now throw. He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
That's how I get him out of the game.
On the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
Yeah.
He leaves it with the
Commentary definitely on one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end.
Wow.
He got enough for the first
I'd let him
down,
fall
but
forward.
somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And the timing just a hair off. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They want to just keep throwing it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it,
my line is cooked. My running backs is cooked.
Here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm
This
bringing
is
in
crazy.
more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They want to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. But, man, this QB just makes a great play. He runs around, scrambles, gets a first down. So frustrating.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Aaron is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
And this is a perfect situation. This
I feel like I gotta keep throwing the damn ball because
I got the football. I got the lead
everybody
on
cooked.
their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock.
Like everyone's
let
cooked.
that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're bringing heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man,
why not,
they
you know?
need to keep that drive alive.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just
Why
on
not?
the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Using the quick game. And he goes
I mean, I swear he's
out of bounds
Antonio
after coming
Holmes.
up with positive yardage there. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Let's try to get my man murked.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion.
Stop one. Back up.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Brings it down on the right side. Can anyone catch it? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Well, people, how's that?
this offense has a second down play.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
You're down 2 possessions. 4th quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls in. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. And that's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Across the 25, he's got room. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Takes the handoff. It's Wilkins. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Peace.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence again.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Six. We have the user games left this week. That happened. That happened. That happened. That happened. That's not. Did you check?